There's something I'm about to share in this video. It might take a bit of thinking to get it, but try to understand it. Not just that, you've got to actually feel it, catch the real vibe of what I'm experiencing. Whether it hits you in a few days, a few months, or even a few years from now, if you haven't been paying much attention, once it truly clicks that even if 1,000 people stand right in front of you. So, in life, you'll learn to live every single moment. And I'm not just saying this, many highly successful people have already done it. What they've done, I'm simply sharing with you. Don't think that just because I'm telling you this, you have to believe me. I was just born when you understand this, then we can start talking. I want to talk about solitude, those who live alone, who cut themselves off from others by their own choice, working in peace and finding their own happiness in solitude. Live in this world without pride, live without greed, live without showing off, that's really important. Live without showing off, live without caring what others say, live without frustration. And I'm not even talking about going up the hill to meditate. Listen carefully to what I'm saying. Don't get motivated. I've said it 1,000 times. Motivation only lasts for 2 days. Instead, increase your understanding. First, let's understand what being alone actually means. Being alone and solitude are two different things. He feels like he has no one to call his own, so he's lonely. That's what being lonely means. A person can feel lonely for 2 reasons. Either they're emotionally attached to someone who then goes away, or they're dependent on someone for financial support. And solitude is something different. Solitude is when a person, by their own choice, puts themselves in a zone for a while to work. It means they're not away from their loved ones, but still in solitude. Like being with family but fully focused. If I want to be alone, then why am I with family? When I'm there, I'm fully focused, but if for some reason I'm distant and still enjoying the solitude, then that's what you call solitude. Maybe books say something else. That's different. I'm just speaking from my own experience. I'm just speaking practical stuff here. If you check Wikipedia or read their autobiographies, you'll find that these people preferred to stay alone most of the time. You've probably heard about Albert Einstein. People say there were so many scientists who were considered slow-witted. They didn't like mixing with the world because they were used to mingling with their own minds, not with people. After all, people are temporary. So when we talk about meditation, it means clearing your mind of everything else and focusing on one thing, like your breath, a sound, or some music, so your attention doesn't wander. That's how people meditate. What do successful people do? I'm talking about controlling your mind, about the thoughts running in your head when you're alone. Those who can control their mind find it easier to make money. I'm not just talking about money here, but for anyone who can master their mind. That person won't be lazy. Laziness happens when the mind takes over. They won't have a habit of procrastinating and won't need motivation. Someone who stays alone is actually meditating. They're understanding their brain and figuring out their life, how their mind works. Invention happens when your focus is completely on one thing, really deep and undistracted. It's only by tuning out all the noise and chaos in the world that this becomes possible. That's what being alone truly means. Sometimes, the hardest thing is to just disappear into yourself for a while. Like, if someone needs money badly and is stuck somewhere, how can they take a moment alone to focus on their career? First, they need to get out of that situation. It's like, if someone is greedy for something, can they really enjoy the work they're doing alone? Like, if something is being made, and they don't love the work itself but just love the outcome, or what they get from the outcome, then that's what it really is. What's the difference between Steve Jobs and Bill Gates? Bill Gates was more of a businessman and less of an artist. meaning he wasn't someone who poured his entire soul into creating something. Steve Jobs, on the other hand, was more of an artist. He put so much of himself into making something that the product became. If people get really hooked, Steve Jobs didn't care about making money. He loved his work. That's why Wanuhan said, "Do what you love." When you do what you love, you naturally start working better when you're alone. Anyone can get work done well when they're alone. Because change is life. Thank you so much, friends. If you watched this video till the end, then congratulations. You've just learned something new that could totally change what you do in the future. Wishing you all the very best. If you watched the whole video today, try bringing some new changes into your life, your thought process, and your understanding. If you like this video, please share it with all your friends. Because just by sharing it once, who knows how many people it might help.